Alright, what's up, y'all? So, first of all, the video I was going to post yesterday, I just ended up deciding not to. I didn't really like the tone of it. And at the end of the day, it's something that I think I'll just talk about when I get back from Colorado and all that. And there's no reason to talk about it now, and I need to think about it some more. At the end of the day, I'm just having a lot of fun, so I kind of just, I'm just having a lot of fun, but I think I have a tendency to get ahead of myself sometimes, and I get excited, and I think just need to keep the focus where we're at right now. Right now we're doing this 60-day body recomposition, and then I'll talk about what's next when we get there. And then as far as the unboxing part of it goes, is this basically this 7-pound bar. This platform, which we're going to use today for some actual, I'm not sure if I'm going to do Jefferson curls or RDLs or I saw some thingies on one of Mike Israel's video, or Renaissance Periodization or whatever, where they're taking these really strong people and putting them through a leg workout, and he talked about like this hamstring thing where he had a bar, which I don't know that I'll use that, but I use this. For some reason, standing on a platform, I felt my hamstrings in a way I never have before. I don't know why, because I didn't even get that low. But for some reason, just standing on that platform, it just made me do them in a way that I've never done them before. Like right there, I'm just feeling the shit out of that in my hamstrings. So I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be one of the best hamstring days. And then Now, if you've been here for a while, you know that there's a thing with me in back squats. Short story is, that's the one gym fail I had. I failed it and got bent over. I was trying to lift way too heavy. Like 7 years ago, I wasn't lifting. I had no business trying. I was trying like 375 or some shit. And I just ego lift. That was an actual ego lift, and I paid for it because I didn't really have a spotter, and I get bent over. So there's this neural pathway in my brain where I gotta get over that. And so I've been trying to, and so throughout this, I've built up my squats with Zerchers because I didn't have a rack, so I used my chair. And I love Zercher squats, but I don't want to just go my whole life doing nothing with Zercher squats. That's probably always gonna be my main squat lift, just because it feels good and I have a strong back, and I combine back and leg day, and so it's a natural fit. But I also want to do some legit back squats, and right now, up to this point, I haven't been able to get low. Right, I was using the bench, but that's only like that, and then my ass is basically touching that bench. But that's like a 45-degree squat. For some reason, when I'm like this, I can go all the way low parallel. But then right here, there's that mental blocker or something, or maybe it's a physiological thing. But this, probably just because I haven't trained it, going all the way, and I don't trust myself to go all the way low. So right there, I think I'm basically parallel, but I'm also kind of bent forward. I don't know. Basically, I need to go all the way back to the basics and train myself again to do back squats. So I need to check my ego and just go to the basics, just like I did with Zerchers, right? I started with a 100-pound barbell, and that's what I did for months. And then we upped it to, I think, 130, and then 150, and 200. And I'm pretty sure, I know I could do 250-pound Zercher squats. But I didn't start with that. And that's kind of, my ego has kept me, obviously, we just got the squat racks. But, honestly, I could have taken my other barbell. Well, anyways, and now we got the 7-foot bar now. So this is a standard bar, but it's the same length as an Olympic. So I can practice proper form now. And so that's what we're going to do. And if this is all the weight we use, I would just use the bar, but I won't weight there, because this is how I've always kind of natural squatted like this. I've talked about it, and if you watch my back squat video at the gym, that's what I do. But that's kind of how I have to hold it, is like this. So now I can simulate that properly. Now that we got the full bar and everything, and that's all I'm doing today. I'm just squatting, and I'm going parallel. So if this may be all the weight I use for like 10 sets, and that's perfectly fine. Because honestly, just body weight squats, if I just did 10 sets of body weight squats, I've done it before. That's a ridiculous workout. My quads are pumped to shit, especially if I throw some sissy squats in at the end. So that's on the agenda today. And again, I'm not. I don't care. This is 70 pounds. That's all I lift. So be it. I need to get parallel because I want my back squats to get parallel. I care about parallel. I would much rather, I've said it since the beginning, I care more about being parallel than I do about the weight. And that's just me. I think, maybe when you get, at least in the beginning, right, I want to train all that because that's just the full range of motion, and I want to do that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. So today's very simple, straightforward, this, and then we're going to do I may do Jefferson curls and whatever these thingies are, but we're going to do some platform hamstring shit. And we finally got this, and this is rated, I think, for 600 pounds. It's 500 or 600 pounds. Traps or whatever, scrunch up my shoulders, whatever you want to call it. Boom. Forgot to put tape, but it's a lot easier with this bar. I just kind of get it in the middle without even trying. That's still pulling on my shoulders. I still would like my arms out a little more. So I think with an Olympic bar, they would be out a little more. So this is a little more narrow than I like, but that's all right. Okay. Gonna go low. There we go. That was a good one. Oh yeah. Let's just get some side views real quick before we get too sweaty. Foot's already slipping. I think that's way too low. Ow. Oh, I don't like how tight my shoulders are after that. That is how I'm holding that. It's getting my shoulders pumped. That's all right. That's what this is about. It's about adjusting. Same, so much the weight. As you can see, I'm sweating. I can just do body weight squats and get a great workout. That's good enough. As you can see, I put a strip of Gorilla Tape right in the middle. Let's try this. Let's see how this feels. So I can just look, stand up, line up, boom. Put my nose under it. Get under it. Lift. I may need to put that down one more notch. Should I have a water stand? I almost wondered. That felt a lot better. Unfortunately. Of course. I can see how low I'm getting. Another reason I'm using this weight, I'm sitting here dicking around the shit mid-set. Would not be able to do that if there's anything more than 70 pounds on my back. Just in the camera with a rack on my back and everything. Okay. There we go. We're starting to get it worked out. The next set, we're getting it dialed in. I felt like I have to be bent over. I want to stand upright. So maybe I more naturally want more of a high bar. There you go. I forgot about that. I have a yoga mat. I've never even unrolled. So there we go. Now we also got non-stick when we pick it up. So that works. Now I can put our feet as wide as naturally feels like. Okay, here we go. Take a nice natural wide stance. It's amazing what happens when you take yourself out of your box. So I know you can't see my feet. My feet are a good like foot and wider than they were. Because I'm just standing naturally. That feels way better. Okay. Oh yeah. There we go. Okay. Anyone watching this, don't ever let anyone try and tell you how to stand. When you squat, because that's what I was doing, not because someone told me to, but because I only had that non-stick mat. It was not wide enough. This is the yoga mat. And this is the doormat I've been using. I was trying to stay confined into that doormat, and it's not wide enough. Because my natural stance is about like that. And I finally, yeah, I still got to work those muscles, but that's right there. Boom. That's my natural squat stance, and I was fighting that. And that's why I was having issues. So fuck what anyone says. When you squat, find your natural stance, and you do what feels good for you, because that's how your body is built. Your body will unconsciously move you to where you want to be. All right, so if there's one thing you learn from all this, it's that. Your stance on any lift, you find what fits you. Big aha moment. I mean, I kind of already knew that, but not really. That's just cementing it in a whole nother way. And in a situation like, yeah, so, boom. Now it doesn't mean I'm going to go right into squatting 200 pounds, but now I got everything. I got my setup. I got my setup kind of how I like it, how I'm holding it like I like it, and now I can put my feet how I like it. Boom. Now we can start building the foundation. Right under it, scrunch shoulders, boom, lift up, step back, 1, 2, boom, base, stay natural, drop, all right. You know what, I'll work on breathing later. Keep it straight. Now I'm just watching and focusing on keeping it straight. And I don't mind that at all. I don't care how many reps I'm getting. I'm training all new stabilizers with this. So I can feel it, the way it's pulling on my knees. And right here, I'm using stabilizers in a different way. So, just like when I started Zercher squats, I was only doing like 6 reps of 100 pounds. Again, it's the only indicator that matters right there. So, and I'm not preaching to anybody. I'm relaying what I've had to say to myself 1,000 times, especially regarding this. This is my most insecure lift, this and shoulder raises. Right? When I first started, I could barely do 5 pounds. I hated that. I look, so many little 100 and some odd pound female fitness influencers squat like 200 plus pounds. So yeah, but at the end of the day, fuck it. You know what I mean? Because that's a different stimulus. I want to be doing back squats and Zercher squats. If I was at the gym, I wouldn't care so much. I would just do Zercher squats and like hack squats or something, or leg press. You know, but I want that. It just doesn't. That Zercher is just, it's a different stimulus. And I want to train this stimulus because that's, I mean, I kind of do with, so it's same stabilizers a lot they're doing with overhead press. But there's different I can feel it. I can feel this in my tailbone in a way I don't ever feel with anything else. This is like a pressing, you know, this is putting pressure on the spine and the tailbone and like right in here in a way. The Zerchers will stretch that, but this is like a pressure. It's a different stimulus. So, and that's the same stimulus as when you're having something on your shoulder. So it's definitely something I want to train. You know, and it's sometimes you got to do what's not comfortable, and that's what this is. Obviously, back squats are not comfortable, and it may just I've been doing them wrong. Because now they feel good. I'm not lifting much weight, but now we can progressively overload that shit. Next week we can do a couple sets with this and then do 100 pounds. I'm doing them slow, controlled, and I'm doing these slow and controlled because I'm learning a new movement. Slow, controlled, lightweight. You know, and you see how much I'm sweating? I'm sweating as much as if I was Zercher squatting 150, 200 pounds. So, yeah, okay. Next set. 3 fingers. Nose on tape. Go under. Scrunch shoulders. Bam. Stand up. 1, 2, boom, boom, boom. See, I'm using all quads and glutes. Get this up. I can't pull this up with my back. And I'm really starting to realize on Zerchers how much I'm pulling with my back to lift. And this is putting all the pressure on my legs. So they're a lot harder. This is actually a lot harder than Zerchers. I like that. I like how that feels. Whew. That's so much more pressure on my back. I mean on my legs. Whew. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll take it. Whew. Whew. Alright, next set. Like I said, we're not taking much rest. Low weight. Higher volume, so less rest. Nose on tape. All right, I guess. Let's see. So here, nose on tape. Go directly under it. Scrunch shoulders. Boom. Stand up. 1, 2 to the side. can do is 4 at a time, I'll fucking take it. Oh, because I'm getting low. That is great form. It's all that matters, baby. Oh. All right, on this one, I'm gonna do it to the side again. Now that I got, so I can show you my full natural wide stance using the yoga mat and the rug. Boom. I'll take it. It's not perfect, but that's pretty damn close to parallel. I'm happy with that. So if you're still watching this and you sat through the fidgeting and the process, W, that's my practice. I left a lot of that in there and didn't edit it out. So you kind of see how I just naturally like problem solve, I guess, or figure something out. I don't know. It just seemed like, you know, I don't know whoever's watching this. Someone may need to see that and may help them, you know. Sometimes people need help, like, figuring out their own way that they figure out a process. So that's how I did it. This might be it, actually. Woo! Woo. Holy shit. Oh yeah. Okay. Boom. Yep. I think that's good for back squats. All right. Whew. All right, so I got these from the Renaissance Periodization. He explained it in a way that it finally clicked. He's training this female and male brother and sister, really strong power lifters. And this is like the first thing they start out with. And it just clicked. Yeah. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, feel it in my calves too. So I have to be careful with these, and I see what he means. You do not want to go heavy on these. Oh, I can see how that can be real bad. That is really pulling the hamstrings. Holy shit. And now he had him using a bar. I'm not using the bar, because obviously, but I don't need the bar. Just the way he explained it, it just clicked in a way that. Also not to failure, training a new movement. Deep stretch in the hamstrings. Whew. And that's calves. And wow, that's some serious calf stimulus, which is interesting. That's calves, hamstring, and I even feel a little bit in that little teardrop quad muscle. Well, I hope you're enjoying the workout so far. I know it's not sexy without the big heavy weights, but I guarantee you this was a hell of a workout. Whew. You know, sometimes you just gotta check your pride. You know, and start from the beginning on something you haven't done before. Drive your ass back. Keep that back locked. Oh, there we go. Oh, shit. Oh yeah. This stretch, these whatever these are, the Israel hamstring thingies, I'm feeling them in my quads too. It's almost like a full leg. So, I know my legs are freaking shaking on the last couple reps. My whole leg's just sitting there shaking. Let me do a little warm up real quick. So that way I'm not going into 70 pounds cold. I always forget. It's a difference from going straight from rows to curls when they're already warmed up from all the rows. Ass out, back straight. Ass out, back straight. Oh yeah. You can tell, because like the hamstrings stretch out, you get more flexible with each rep. Like the stretch zone lengthens each rep, at least for me. I'm going to try some good mornings. I've actually never tried those. Not really feeling those. Let me try, instead of narrow stance, let me try an actual squat stance. Oh, there we go. I don't know if I'm doing those right. It seems like I don't want a bunch of weight on my neck. I know this isn't a bunch of weight, but it will be. I guess maybe I just shouldn't do these until I look up how to do them. Might be too heavy. Let's see. 2, 3. That's just perfect. Since our left arm is weaker, we go to failure with our left, match it with our right. Pretty even, actually. Just see how crazy my right knee is shaking. Now that's interesting. That was the same. I went 2 on my third set, 3 assisted, 2, 3 assisted. But my right side is like 10-20% bigger. I mean, I know muscle size doesn't translate always to strength. That's interesting. So I clearly have more muscle mass on my right side than my left. And I think it's a little less pronounced in my arm. You know? Yeah, that's crazy. Huh. I think we're done with legs, but we're going to do a couple more sets of biceps. Very little rest, so I don't know what the volume will be. Let's go 3 at a time on this one. That's crazy. It almost seems like my left arm is stronger, but my right one's bigger. I don't know. That's just real strange to me. That's just how that's how my muscle naturally just built up over a lifetime of being fat and lazy. I guess just every time I stood up, I favored my right side, dominant side a little bit. Obviously, all the time I played sports. Shot with my right arm, kicked with my right leg. Probably drove more with my right. Although my natural boxing or martial arts stance, whatever, is I'm southpaw. I use my lead hand. I use my strong hand as my lead. That way, I don't know. I don't want to get into that, but. Woo! There we go. One thing that's cool about how I've worked out with my shirt off is I'm seeing my muscles move, and it's like helping with muscle-mind connection. I was just seeing the muscles contract and shit. Now that I'm getting to where I can start to see my muscles starting to pop out, there are my shoulders. You know, as I pick up the bar, you know, seeing how my traps just like blow up, like it's, I don't know, it's cool. So I see why people like watch themselves as they work out. I understand that now. You know, I always thought it was just vain, like, yeah, look at that big, yeah, sexy big muscles, yeah. But I think it's part of, I mean, that's part of it probably too, but you actually you can see, I can't, because I don't have my glasses on, but when I'm editing, I can see, you know, the muscles moving and contracting, and that's helping me with muscle-mind connection. This leg day, I'm sitting here flexing my biceps. It's funny. Whew. Look at that quad, though. I still got that quad pump. Whew. It's still shaking. Look at that. I don't think you can see that on camera. How much I'm shaking. Whew. All right. Well, there you go. Legs and buys. Normally I do back, but I was focusing on just the back squat. So, I mean, maybe a little bit of good mornings, but on a normal leg day, like I said, once we get the back, starting the back squat, then we'll do Zercher squats. Usually, you know, those will be our two basic squat movements, back and Zercher. And then I just got to figure out how I work those in. But very happy with today. Wanted to work on getting parallel with the back squat. I think we did that. Now we can slowly start progressive overloading it. And, or maybe we just do that for a few weeks. Maybe we just do that for a few workouts, because I mean, hell, we're, you know, the 8th, 9th set or whatever, we were getting what, like 3 or 4 reps a set. You know, again, I'm not ashamed of that. That's why I wasn't doing them, but I finally had to just bitch slap myself and realize that, you know, I'm 450 pounds and I'm working some completely different muscles to what I work on the Zercher. And this really clicked today. The main thing that clicked is with back squats, it's putting all the load on the legs. I did not realize until today how much I'm pulling with my back on Zercher squats and helping, which tells me I bet you I can get fucking heavy with those Zerchers, because that's like it's almost like a squat and a deadlift in one. I'm pulling and pushing at the same time. So Zercher squats, and I just naturally fit those. I mean, my back is massive. My back is my strongest muscle by far in my body, even more so than my legs and glutes, I think, as far as strength. So, which makes sense, because that's probably the most aggressive lift I've done throughout all this with actual weight is rows and Zercher squats. And again, today, now I understand how much Zercher squats are a back day, and that's why they're so, I just naturally, it clicked in my head to do back and legs together, because that's what a Zercher squat is. That's legs and back. That's a true full body compound movement. You're doing glutes, hamstrings, quads, back, erectors, all that. So, I think Zerchers will always be my favorite squat movement, but they are still hard to breathe. And we made progress with back squats today, so happy, and then got a good bicep pump, and definitely got some hamstrings in. And yeah, now we're just dripping sweat everywhere. So I'm gonna wring out my shirt, take a shower, and see y'all tomorrow for chest. Peace.